What if I told you the secret to winning big was to just stop setting goals? I know, it sounds completely insane, right? But that's the radical idea we're diving into today, from none other than Dilbert creator Scott Adams. Let's get right into it.
Goals are for losers. Yeah, when I first read that, I got to admit, it kind of stung. I mean, we're all taught to be goal-oriented our whole lives. But it's that exact kind of provocative thinking that made Scott Adams who he is. So let's unpack what he really means by that.
You have to wonder, right? How can a guy who's achieved so much tell us to ditch the very thing we think leads to achievement? Well, the answer isn't about giving up. It's about a total shift in perspective, away from chasing destinations and toward building incredible processes.
To really get this, we've got to understand the man himself. Scott Adams isn't some flawless guru. He's actually the opposite. He's a guy who became a world-class expert at one thing: failing. All of these ideas come from his book, which is honestly one of the most practical and hilarious guides to life I've ever read. His whole philosophy wasn't about avoiding failure. It was about running headfirst into it, learning and doing it again and again until finally, he won.
You see, for him, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the path to it. It's the data you collect. It's basically the price of admission for doing something great. I don't know about you, but that just takes so much of the pressure off.
You obviously know him from Dilbert, right? He's a master at taking the crazy complexity of office life and boiling it down to a simple, funny truth. Well, he does the exact same thing for the concept of success. He strips away all the nonsense until the path forward just seems obvious.
Okay, so if goals are out, what's in? This right here is the heart of his entire idea. It's not about where you're going, it's about the road you're on every single day. Let's break that down. So think of it like this. A goal is a one-time thing, a single point on a map. But a system is the vehicle you're building. It's the daily practice that, slowly but surely, makes your success almost inevitable, no matter the destination. And the psychological difference here is it's huge. When you have a goal, you're basically living in a state of constant failure until you reach it. It's exhausting. But with a system, every single day you stick to your process, that's a win. You get to feel successful today. That's a complete game changer for your motivation.
Let's make this super concrete. The goal of losing 20 pounds feels pretty miserable until the very end, right? But a system of eating healthy every day, well, that's a small victory every single time you do it. You're rewarding the process, not just the prize. You feel good now, not someday.
Okay, so sticking to a system day in and day out takes energy. Of course it does. But what if I told you there's only one single resource you really need to manage to keep everything on track? According to Adams, there is one metric to rule them all.
And there it is, your personal energy. That's it. His argument is that every single decision you make should pass through a simple filter. Will this give me more energy, or will it take it away?
I love this analogy. It's just so simple and powerful. Think about your energy like a company's finances. Are your daily habits putting you in the red or in the black? In the long run, that's the only accounting that really matters for success that lasts.
And let's be super clear here, we're not talking about just chugging coffee and burning the candle at both ends. No way. This is about that calm, focused, sustainable energy you get from sleeping well, eating right, and actually working on things that excite you.
All right, so you've got a system, and you're managing your energy to fuel it. Now, how do you stack the deck in your favor to guarantee a huge win? Well, Adams says it all comes down to some simple but really powerful math.
Now, okay, this isn't literal, precise math, but the idea is what's powerful. Every new skill you learn isn't just one more thing in your toolbox. It actually multiplies your odds of success. It's a force multiplier for your entire life.
And here's the part that really blew my mind. Being pretty good at two complementary skills is way more valuable than being world-class at just one. It's the combination of skills that makes you rare. And when you're rare, you're valuable. I mean, just think about it for a second. A good engineer is valuable, for sure. But a good engineer who can also give a killer presentation and write persuasively, that person is a unicorn. Your goal should be to build a stack of skills that makes you a unicorn.
So let's bring this all home. How do we make this stuff real? We can boil it all down into a simple 3-part system you can literally start using right now. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? Success isn't about waiting for some lucky break to fall out of the sky. It's about building a machine that basically manufactures its own luck day in and day out just by showing up and doing the work.
So here it is. This is your playbook. Number 1, ditch the distant goals and build a daily system. Number 2, make your personal energy the one metric you live by. And number 3, start stacking your skills to become uniquely valuable.
So I'll just leave you with this one question. Forget about the grand 5-year plan for just a minute. What is one simple system you can start today that will slowly but surely begin to change everything? Because that, right there, is how you really win.